Good morning. Last week, if you remember, I bought this Ludwig Backbeats drum set. And I've had it for about a week and I haven't played it yet, but I had to order some drum keys because I didn't have any. And I got this pack of drum keys as like, let's see. There's 3 drum keys and a drum crank in here. And it was pretty cheap. I'll put a link to this on the description here. But one of the things I never had, because I've been out of the loop in the drum world for a long time, was this here. This kind of drum key. Hold it up a little differently so you can see it. It's like one of these things. You've got a crank on it. So one of the things I noticed that when the set came in is like the floor tom-tom. The logo was where the shell met on the opposite side of things. So if you had to look at the logo while you were playing, the shell would be facing the outside of the drum. And excuse me, I didn't like that. So the other thing that I was looking at before I start getting into this is that on these tom-toms, there are 2 issues with them. The person that had the set before put them together backwards. Now I don't know if you can see this or not, but those screws in the middle probably shouldn't be meeting there. So I'll probably do a video where I take this whole thing apart, swap them around, and then mount the drums where they should be, so those screws are accessible. Right now, those screws interfere those thumb screws interfere with each other. But one of the things I want to do today, we take a look here. I want to straighten these logos out so that one is facing dead on, and this one is facing dead on, and it's really not difficult. And it's even going to be easier with this drum key that I bought. This is acceptable because I can rotate this to be what I want it to be. But normally there's a blowhole down there in air relief. Normally this is mounted on the opposite side of the air relief. Okay, and this is going to be pretty simple. All I have to do is loosen up these lugs, which will cause wrinkles in the heads. Okay, and then I'll pivot just the head itself, and then we'll put it back down. And it's not a hard process. You'll see how this makes things easier with this type of drum key, rather than the one, the regular, the hand crank one. That's loosening up nice and easy and quick, right? And one last one. You can get that with my fingers. Okay, so this is all loose now. Now I'm just going to work this. It'll go, don't worry. Yeah, maybe a little more loose. Hope this doesn't make a liar out of me, but and if it does, it does. Been wrong before, but there we are. Now I want that to be looking right at me. Now that to me is acceptable, okay? Because that's the way I'm looking at the drum set, and that's all cool. Now we're going to do the same thing with this head. Loosen it up. I gotta tell you, this set of keys makes a world of difference. I never had a set of keys like this before, at least never like this. I always had just the old-fashioned Ludwig key, and this isn't a Ludwig key just to let you know, this is just a regular key, all right? If you want to, you can put a little string on there, hang it on your set so you always have it, but typically a drummer will always keep a drum key with them. You never know when you're going to need it. But it just makes it easier than going like this with that other tool. So let's see if we can get this baby loosened up. Oh, this is easy. This one's easy. All right, this one we're looking right perfect at it the way we want. And this one might need to go that way just to here. Let's see. Right in between, yeah, that's it. Right in between those 2 lugs right there. That's in between those 2 lugs there. So when we're playing on it, we can see the Ludwig all the way, okay? So I'm going to start tightening this back up a little bit. Oh, by the way, if you hit it now, snare's a little buzzy, but that's life, right? So I'm just going to tighten these up a little bit to take the wrinkles out of them. And I'm going to do a second drum video after this on tuning the drum up. all right? Because as you actually spin these down, what happens is they wrinkle, the heads will wrinkle. If you look at them from the side, sometimes they got soft spots in them. All right, so I'm just tightening them up a little bit now. We'll come back with a different video on how to get a tune on these. And it's really all tuned by ear, but there is a catch to it, and it's not hard, okay? There's a little catch to it, and I will go over that with you in the next video. So, in this case, I want to thank you for stopping by. If you happen to like what I show you, what I do, again, those Ludwigs are dead on, all of them, okay? Right where I want them. And the heads are tightened. They're going to sound terrible. That one actually sounds pretty good. But we'll be back in a minute with how to get a tune on these. Take care.